how to create interesting pattern designs like this using the knife tool in Affinity, PC or Mac. I'm just going to use a shape, going to go with the ellipse tool. With the ellipse tool, click and drag. Once you've got that, then just go to the knife tool. To do that, press K on the keyboard. Now I'm using the Vector Studio, so K. As soon as you've done that, you'll see the knife tool has been selected. Here it's here. And then simply, with this selected, you can then click and just slightly drag, move aside, and it will create this sort of design. Now, there's some settings for it. The settings I'm going with is this being turned off, straight line is not on. I'm going with always, 100%, and I'm also using 36, or 35 I should say, and the stabilizer as rope mode. So once you've got that, you can then just quickly click and drag just slightly, just turn slightly. So click and then drag and then like that. And you will get this sort of lovely completed curve here. And you can see that when you go over here, you can see the curves being added and you can repeat this multiple times to the shape. Now, what you can also do is to do that. Now, what you can also avoid is what I've just done here. And you notice I've just gone over the edge. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go inside. I want the design to be filled with these shapes. And I can apply this multiple times and you can see I can create some unusual shapes. And always what you can do is undo. And you can do it this way and so on. So you can see you can just simply click and drag and that is cutting through that shape. So if I go now to the curve and I move it, so let's just go over here to the move tool. You can just move it like that. You can see now I cut through. Perfectly reasonable, use that. But I'm actually going to use the cut through as well as the fragments that are left over. And then I'm just going to select all of these. So they're all selected. With them all selected, I can then go to Effects. So just go to Effects, just click there, and then go to 3D. And 3D. And then when you do that, you can see, just change this. You can put it to 100, something like that. Up to you. Also, you can modify the profile. So click there. Maybe go with this one, the second one, which I always think is quite an interesting one. It creates a nice little texture design there, I think. Well, also what you can do is add a gradient overlay. And now you can manipulate the gradient. Of course, you can click here, add additional stops. You can also go for elliptical and so on. But I'm just going to go with linear and you can modify the angle, etc. And then close. So you've got this design. Once you've done that, you can then go over here to the move tool with that all again selected. You can go over here and right click and group, right click and rasterize. So they're all rasterized into a pixel layer. Reason being, you need that for the pattern layer. And then simply just go over here and use, this time I'm going to go to the Pixel Studio and I'm going to use this, the rectangular marquee tool. Click and drag. And I'm selecting that. Now the feather is set to 0. You could set it, of course, anything you want. And also I've got there new as the option there. Also from centers turned off, anti-aliasing is on. Then go up here to pixel and new pattern layer from selection. And then you get that. Go down to the context toolbar and then you can go down here and you notice if you've got the move tool selected, which I haven't, move tool selected, you've got the mirror option. So instead of obviously that, you've now got a seamless design. So you can then resize this, move this around, rotate it, and create all kinds of combinations as well. Because as with all these things, it's a layer. You can always duplicate, hold down the Alt Option key and just drag, create another one, and then go through the blend modes. And you can then go with, say, darken, multiply, etc. to build up some very complex combinations. And of course, you can always still rotate this design, maybe hold down the shift to constrain it as well. 45, and again you can go through different options here, maybe go with screen, which I think creates an interesting design combination as well. So let's just go back now, and instead of going that one, I'm just going to go with this one, going with the rectangle tool instead. So got this rectangle. Now you could fill it with the gradient later with the layer effects, but personally another option, just go to the fill tool, click and drag. So you've now got a gradient already, and you can click here and then go to swatches. The reason being this is that unfortunately, for some weird reason, the layer effects, does not allow access to the swatches. So if you do go with the effects, you have to add the color stops yourself. Here, you can now at least click here and you've got your color design. Now, of course, the one thing about this is that it's not within the effects. It's as a fill itself. Okay, now we've got that. We can do exactly the same as before. We can go over here and select the knife tool. So Vector Studio, or just simply press the K on the keyboard. It's probably quicker. K. I must admit, I never use the shortcuts too often. I should do, but it's K is the one that you need for the knife tool. And then again, got these settings. You've got here, always 100%, the stability set to rope 35. And then simply just drag. And again, it will add these curves. You just cut. And you can create all kinds of ones, maybe longer ones. Just create maybe different angles. Don't have to always be the same angle. You can create some really lovely designs simply just by doing a few just circular designs like this. And it's always joined. Because of this setting, auto close, it will always close. And you can see it just does it. You can just see it, just do it briefly. It just shows you there. And release. And then, okay, we've got this. And maybe down there as well. Okay. Exactly the same as before. You could select them all using the move tool, but also you can just go over here to the layers, hold down the shift, and all from top to bottom helps. Right, all selected now. Then with that, you can do exactly the same as before. Go to Effects, so click Effects, and then go here to 3D. This time, of course, we don't have to use the gradient overlay. You could use it, of course, and then use blend modes to combine. And then you can change the radius, and you can see as you increase that. And again, go to the profiles, try different profiles. I think sometimes they're quite interesting, just different ones. And of course, you can always tweak the profile as well. You can always just change it. You can always add like another couple of nodes there, or points, what you want to call them, and then maybe create some quite unusual sort of design like that. Unfortunately, you can't save your profiles, unfortunately. But what you can do, once you've got that, click Close. Again, needs to be rasterized, so you've got all selected, make sense, all selected, right click, and then go down to a group, then right click again and rasterize. All rasterized. Now we can turn them into a pattern design. And this time, let's go to the pixel again, over here, and rectangular marquee tool. And I'm not going to select this top bit, I don't want that framing, so I'm just going to go here and just inside, just there. I think that's a reasonable position. And then again, go up to pixel, new pattern layer from selection. With that, again, make certain the move tool is selected and go with mirror, and you've got that design. And you can see then you've got this sort of image. Now, obviously, it's fairly more colourful than the previous one. And of course, what you can do, you can always apply adjustment layers if you want to modify the colours of these quite quickly. And you can do exactly the same as before. Hold down the Alt Option key and just duplicate, and then go here, blend modes, and just run through again, screen. And you've got this sort of design. And again, you can then rotate it, combine it in countless ways to create some truly interesting, weird and wonderful pattern designs, which of course, what you can then do, make certain, go up here, right click, and you can just go here, merge visible. So they all merge visible into a single pixel layer. This pixel layer can then be manipulated further, maybe used to create even more extreme pattern designs as well. You could select parts of these areas and go with that. So something like this, rectangular marquee tool, just select maybe this area, and again, go to pixel, new pattern layer from selection, and you've got that. And again, move tool and mirror. And this design can then be resized, moved around, and also, exactly the same as before, you could use blend modes, maybe combine that with the underlying image as well to create even more unusual combinations. You could also, of course, use different effects on it as well. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Bye.